Hello guys, Brad here again with another fragrance review. Today I want to look at a fragrance from the house of Maison Francis Kurkdjian. This one's called Gentle Fluidity Silver, and this one just came out in 2019, this year. Classified aromatic spicy, and the notes are juniper berries, nutmeg, coriander, musk, amber, woodsy notes, and vanilla. So let's start with the name here. Gentle Fluidity Silver. Now, gentle, of course, this fragrance is kind of soft, almost transparent, kind of sheer. Doesn't really jump off the skin and won't probably get you noticed from across the hall or something like that. Seems to be more of a close to the skin type of a scent. Silver, you do get a metallic tinge here. One of the spices here, I believe, does give it sort of a silvery, metallic kind of an accord. If you've ever smelled Azaris Chrome, you might know what metallic smells like in fragrances. So you get a little bit of the metallic, and you get a little bit of that gentleness, transparency. Now, the main accord here seems to be the juniper berry. Juniper berry here is used to make gin, so you get a bit of a gin and tonic type effect here. Now, when you think gin and tonic, you might be tempted to think, oh, you mean like La Humaniste from Frappin. Well, this one, it doesn't really have much of a citrus element to it, above and beyond the juniper berry. So it's more of a dry, slightly bitter gin type smell here. And there's a touch of nutmeg in here. I don't really get a lot of spice here, but there's a little bit of nutmeg in here to add a touch of spiciness. The woody note here, some people argue that it's kind of like a pine note, but I would say, to me, it almost smells like a papery, thin woodiness, almost like papyrus. So in a way, it kind of reminded me a little bit of Le Labo's Santal 33 in that way. And another fragrance that I was slightly reminded of to some extent was Tom Ford's Costa Azura. And if you look at the note breakdown on Costa Azura, you got juniper berry, you got vanilla, and you got spices. And there's also a little bit of vanilla here in the base. So as it dries down, the vanilla does sweeten it up a little bit, but it never becomes overly sweet to my nose. So basically what you're getting here is like a metallic gin and tonic type smell, touch of spice, and very thin, woody musk base. Some people really seem to love this one. Some people criticize it a lot, above and beyond the price point, of course. Some people think it smells a little bit incomplete, and I could see that being the case for a lot of people. It almost seems to me that maybe some citrus here would have helped it be a little bit more interesting. As it stands, it almost just smells kind of plain and blah, but it is unique in its own way, and I can see why some people would love it as well if you like juniper berry and you like woody musky scents. So definitely try before you buy on this one. For me, I'm kind of in the middle. I don't love it, I don't hate it, but let's get into some final scores. Smell, 6.5 out of 10. Smells okay. Probably not something I would rush out and buy. A bit metallic, which isn't, an attractive thing. Juniper berry. If it doesn't have like a sparkly gin and tonic vibe like Le Humaniste, or some people would argue like Green Irish Tweed, the gin and tonic comes across as a little bit flat to me. So it really doesn't really interest me a whole lot. Versatility, 7 out of 10. Perfect for day wear, 4 seasons of the year. Maybe more for hot weather because it's so soft. Uniqueness, I'll say 8 out of 10. Probably the uniqueness is the best thing about this fragrance. Doesn't really remind me of any one fragrance. Maybe a combination of little bits of this and little bits of that with Costa Azura, Green Irish Tweed, Le Humaniste, Santal 33, but not one fragrance in particular. Price point, $225, and that gets you 70 mLs off of Lucky Scent. So for me, I'm going to give this one 6.5 out of 10. Give it a try if you like soft scents, if you like juniper berry, tonic type scents that are metallic, soft, woody, musky, stuff like that. So those are my thoughts on Gentle Fluidity Silver. Check it out if you get a chance. It's by Maison Francis Kurkdjian. One of those high-end niche fragrances that you can get off of Lucky Scent or perhaps Saks Fifth Avenue, places like that. So that's my review. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you guys later.